absolute resolution, it was the end result of the ability to master technology to a point that was not conceivable in most minds before.
Engineers had created a train that was light in weight and harnessed it to a powerful engine. To cut down on tonnage, they reduced the number of axles. Most conventional trains have a pair of two-axle trucks per car. On a TGV, the axles are shared. The ends of two cars rest on a common axle truck. Aerodynamics are improved due to the lower weight of the train and smaller gaps between cars. This design is present in all TGVs. But the global oil crisis of 1973 suddenly made turbo TGVs very costly. During the same year, the TGV became electric, and like the bullet train in Japan, the TGV would obtain its power from overhead wires.
In order to exploit the technology possibilities of the TGV concept, there was a need to build new tracks.
The SNCF chose to build a dedicated high-speed route 256 miles long between Paris and France's second-largest city, Lyon. Construction began in 1976. Costs would be kept down because the new line would use existing tracks for the first 18 miles outside of Paris and share the infrastructure of two roadways, eliminating the need for extensive excavation. The rest of the route would be a straight shot, crossing vast open stretches of countryside. The first section of high-speed rail between Paris and Lyon opened September 27, 1981, and TGVs painted bright orange were soon running 164 miles an hour along its rails. They won rave reviews.
I think that train had in itself such an emotional content. It has definitely led the way for many other projects, not only in France but also in Europe.
Today, France has the world's most extensive network of high-speed rail in the world. It's a country about the size of Texas, but has nearly 1,000 miles of high-speed track, and its network is growing.
The success has been astounding, and with the link from Paris to the Channel Tunnel toward England, they now have high-speed rail from coast at the English Channel to coast on the Mediterranean.
TGVs have also proven to be safe. After more than 20 years of operation and over 17 million riders a year, there have been no fatalities. So successful, they've spawned an entire industry in France. From a workshop outside of Paris that provides daily maintenance, to the Alstom factory in the coastal town of La Rochelle that manufactures double-decker TGVs.
You cannot fault the French for not doing a fine job, a quality job in putting out a product that's been basically one of the models of the world. And if you ever want to sell a train system here, you point to France and say, we ought to have that too.
And while today's high-speed trains like the TGV provide the fastest rail service in the world, there are many who believe there's a quicker way for trains to travel. One that doesn't involve steel wheels or rail. In trips 350 miles or less, the TGV captures 80 to 90% of the French travel market, surpassing commercial airline service. Bullet trains will return on Modern Marvel.